your advice be to asset managers in evolving their operating system in order to meet the solutions required by asset owners?
Yeah, I think the first element is a challenging one, but I think a one that everyone in our business is starting to do more and more of is understand the client problems and the reason for their partnership with you, or the reason why you're being included in their portfolio. Sounds like a simple thing or a throwaway comment, but a lot of times we as asset managers get so caught up in I'm trying to beat a benchmark or I'm trying to beat this peer group, and you lose sight of what am I trying to do for this client's actual total portfolio or the objectives that they're trying to achieve. And if understanding that that how you fit in a portfolio or what the problem that an asset owner is trying to solve allows you to forward think about what are the data challenges or needs that they're going to ask of me in the coming period, or the customization that they may require. We've had a lot of different instances as well where there's a portfolio as a whole that an asset manager has, and we need to take a little slice of it because of their operating model, the technology they have. They can carve out that customized process, not have it be descaling, so that it impacts their margin or their ability to do business, while still meeting the customized need of the client. So I think that's the first one is understanding the client problem that's solving, and that allows you to innovate and partner better with asset owners and build an operating system that is supporting that level of customization. The second thing that I'd say is just thinking holistically about data sources that are required to solve the client challenge. There's multiple inputs from an asset owner side of things. There's multiple inputs that are needed. There's the client specific data, if that's cash flows or the liabilities from a pension pool, or the needs of a university, or from an individual, what their tax situation is, that client type of data. There's benchmark reference data of what am I trying to beat if I'm an investable area. There's private markets data, which is harder to come by with lags, and so there's reporting challenges that is daily data versus quarterly data with a multiple quarter lag, and there's security and metadata along with that. So I'm belaboring the point, but the different types of data from client, benchmark, manager of strategy, security level, and then metadata that comes with that. Thinking holistically about the organization of that, as well as the ability to integrate it into a process that's specific to that asset manager is paramount, rather than stitching together lots of different legacy systems that don't talk to one another and can't be seen on a similar wavelength. And then the other thing I think that is important for asset managers, and I would say asset owners as well as a partnership, is coming together to figure out what are the standardized operating metrics and data sets that are needed for reporting. Reporting is clearly evolving. It's not just about performance or attribution anymore. It's more about types of engagement. It's about ESG metadata. It's about what your diversity practices are. Those types of things all are mattering to asset owners, and the more and more we can, as an industry, from an asset manager side and an asset owner side, come together and figure out what are those data sets that are required, it behooves both parties to get some agreement so that we're not recreating the wheel every time when we're building our data infrastructure and things needed. So those would be the big ones that I would say from my side of understanding that client problem and the ability to think really about the future challenges of the asset owner in order to build your infrastructure and your data so that it evolves for the needs of those clients, thinking holistically about setting it up, and then lastly trying to partner to think about data sources and needs for the future so that we can get more standardization in the industry.